Hello everyone, good afternoon. Hope you all can hear me.
Yes, Anara, we can hear you.
Yeah. Welcome to today's webinar, How to Digitize Property Maintenance Process. Thank you so much for taking your precious time out and being here. I hope all of you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I would like to introduce today's speakers. Mr. Vishwanath, associated with Desapex as a senior project engineer. Hi Vishwanath, welcome to the webinar. And we also have Mr. Irki, associated with Gronlund as a regional manager. He is our speaker guest. All the way, he is joining us from Finland. Thank you, Irki. Welcome to the webinar. Myself, Samira Firdos, and I am associated with Desapex as a project engineer, and I am the host of this webinar. Before going to start this webinar, I would like to brief you about the agenda of this webinar. I am going to introduce Desapex. Mr. Vishwanath will be presenting on creation of as-built data, enriching the model with required asset data, BIM integration with Granlund Manager, maintenance and energy management with Granlund Manager. And Mr. Irke will put more light on how to digitize existing maintenance process with Gronlund Manager, how to increase energy efficiency, how to track building performance and KPIs. And finally, we are going to have question and answer session at the end of the presentation. So jot down all your questions. Feel free to ask any question by the end of the webinar. So let me start with introduction of Desapex. Desapex is a digital engineering organization working towards digital technology integration in the AEC industry to improve the life cycle of building assets, where we provide complete digital solution throughout the life cycle of the building or infrastructure, that is design, construction, and operation. Desapex aims at creating sustainable building environment by enabling digital adoption and integration of technology for target value design. So we are headquartered at Silicon Valley of India, that is nothing but Bengaluru, and also we are operating from 3 major cities in India. Those are Chennai, Hubli, and Hyderabad. And also we are serving all over India and also customers across the globe. And these are some of the customer segments which you are serving, starting from hotel and restaurants, cooperative real estate, residential, etc. Wherever there is a capital expenditure and operational expenditure involved, we can give digital solution over there. The construction industry is facing lots and lots of challenges in this digital transformation era, majorly poor productivity, and this is because of the poor production between the stakeholders and designers and complications that are arising midway during the construction. This will lead to the poor productivity of construction projects. And then 2D drawing can cause miscommunication between the stakeholders and difficulty in rich visualization content such as animation, rendering, etc. And running project without good project management is a false economy, so it's often lead to an unnecessary burden on a budget. If the facility data is not properly transferred to the client at the time of handover and the data will be lost with the passage of time, this causes difficulty for retrofitting and then renovation. And lack of standards and regulations can result in the tragedies like structure collapse, fire breakout, and general retardations, etc. Sustainability can be one of the most challenging aspects of this industry, as construction industry contributes 11% of world's green gas emissions. And I would like to brief you about digital solutions which we are providing to our clients, which are 3 verticals of this Desapex: digital design management, digital project management, digital asset management. So under digital design management, we provide solution for class detection and coordination, architecture, structure, MBPF modeling, and BIM-based pre-construction services. So we manage the design under the digital framework for the designs which are already authored by the consultants. And under digital project management, we are providing a client to manage their construction projects digitally, where we provide a digital information delivery plan technical due diligence, and setting up a digital lab. And here in digital asset management, we assist our client to digitize their project documents in terms of the latest as-built 2D drawings and 3D BIM models. And also, we digitalize the existing physical building, like the building after the handover stage or during the operational stage. And this is the central topic of today's webinar. More information on DAM will be presented in further session of this webinar. We are partnered with Finnish company Granlund to provide the solutions like BIM for facility management, in which we provide maintenance management, energy management, asset management, and also real estate portfolio management using BIM model. For that, we have special software called Gronlund Manager. So digital twin is a virtual replica of project where we build as-built model using laser scanning technology. That is nothing but we are going to develop BIM model using reality capture, and that model can be further used for as-built verifications and documentations, and also construction progress monitoring. And let's go through some of the case studies of our projects where integration of technology and digitalization provided great outcome to our clients to meet desired results. So in one of our projects, we have developed BIM model and produced the drawing for a biggest mall in Asia with an approximate area of 10 million square feet. So the building had 14 services that were to be coordinated, and the coordinated layouts are produced as per the client's requirement. The team was highly enthusiastic and hardworking towards every deliverable. Finally, coordinated model and layouts were delivered with utmost quality and standards. We have worked as a BIM consultant for a leading electronic manufacturing company with multiple buildings for approximate area of 600,000 square feet. We coordinated with various stakeholders and made sure that all the services were clash-free with supporting element for LOD 400. And then the site is scanned with laser scanners after the erection of all the services, and the BIM model will be updated to LOD 500 as per the site condition. And the same model will be used for facility management services. The scan to BIM solution we have provided for an ongoing commercial building of a banking sector with an approximate area of 800,000 square feet. As a DDM consultant, we also checked for site deviation in structural and firefighting layout for as-built model coordination with upcoming building services. And we also provided digital solutions for virtual walkthrough of the same ongoing project were also provided for progress reporting and purpose. We have developed a team capable of integrating design and construction parameters into a digital information model which blends the expertise in domain, process, and tool, and also provides owner an unmatched performance. This is our approach to deliver quality project on time. This is our young passionate team. We have civil, mechanical, architecture, BIM engineers, which is under the leadership of Mr. Srinidhi and Mr. Varun Kumar. This part is the USP of Desapex. I feel very proud to say that we are the first in the world and only company in India to have this type mark from British Standard Institute, which is a global standard for BIM, and that is ISO 1950 Part 1 and Part 2. This is all about Desapex portfolio. Thank you so much. I would like to hand over for the session to Mr. Vishwanath. Over to you, Vishwanath.
Thank you, Samira. Hello, everyone. I'm Vishwanath, so associated with Desapex as a senior project engineer. So when we consider most of the buildings, like the OpEx cost itself will be around 60 to 70% of the total life cycle cost of the building. So we need to improve the OpEx stages, which not only gives us the savings on cost, but also like a smoother property maintenance process, as well as an effective utilization of resources. So here I'll be discussing on need of digitalization, requirement of as-built data, and then as-built data BIM model upgrade, BIM model creation, and Cobie data input to BIM models, then Granlund digital twin using Cobie. So There are some of the general property maintenance challenges which are more often faced in most of the built assets. So first of all, it's like operation and cost efficiency. So there is a continuous pressure to lower capital as well as operating expenses. But at the same time, we need to improve the quality of maintenance as well as building performance. But we do not have like a specialized tool, as well as we have a time constraints. And second is like information management. It's also a very challenging task because most of the process as well as reports are either in printed hard copies or in Excel formats. So this results either data is missing or scattered, and which becomes difficult to compile and analyze. So this process is also very expensive, and this result in poor visibility and low control over the data. Then we have energy and environmental responsibility. So we have questions like how to reduce energy cost or how to improvise the energy efficiency and reduce carbon footprints. But the issue is we do not have up-to-date data and reliable data. So it is very difficult to generate reports or to follow up on this issue. Then the last one, which is very important, is the user satisfaction and well-being, because end users are the one whose satisfaction and well-being is very important. But how do we ensure good indoor air quality? And how do we ensure uninterrupted working environment so that the building technology and assets are working efficiently and working environment is not affected? Then also, like, how do we need to communicate, respond, and solve the end user issues so that it will be solved very quickly, and it will be a quick solution for them. First and foremost step in digitalization is having as-built data. So if we consider most of the buildings down 6 to 8 years after the handover, so there will be many retrofitting activities which will have taken place, both for your interiors as well as your MEP services. But we do not have the specific data of that. As said by Samira, yes, we do have poor facility management data because the old PDF as well as CAD or BIM models do not have all the updated data over there. So even the asset data, technical data will be missing sometimes. And there's a lack of clarity in the technical systems. And then the one more thing is like asset data is scattered and difficult to find. This is because, as I told, like your asset data will be most of the times it will be in the printed hard copies or it will be in Excel sheets. So which is quite difficult to refer and to fetch the data. And this digital as-built data, like the BIM models which we develop, will be a major input for our digital twins. And also, like when we input these as-built data BIM models to any CMMS services, we can visualize the services and maintenance activities through the BIM models. So let's understand how the as-built models are created. So we have laser scanners, Leica and Trimble, with which we carry out the laser scanning activities, and we develop BIM models. So firstly, we plan the site. Here we visit the site and analyze the conditions. So the scan points are based on the density of the building services or the type of building, also like the interior spaces, etc. And then we take out the scanning. So during the scanning, we fix the scanners at various scan points and undertake the scanning. So usually each scanning will be taking around 5 to 6 minutes of time. And then we process the data. So once we bring the data, then we process the data. We actually stitch the data and make sure that it is a complete 3D model. And then we actually export the data into multiple file formats, so which is required for BIM modeling. Then we generate the BIM models and we add the assets, and then we enrich the model with asset data. Here we actually collect the data from the site, or also we capture the data from the site, and we enrich the BIM models. So we also have an upcoming webinar in next 14 days regarding this BIM model creation through laser scanning activities. And yeah, this is an example of how the Cobie data will be input to the BIM models. So here when we select of any of the equipment, let's say it's a CSU here. So here we'll be having all the property parameters and type parameters here. So we can input the data, and after inputting the data, we can export it to Cobie file formats. So here we have tools, add-ons to this Revit software. So here we can add all the parameters. So suppose if some other parameters are there, we can map them, and then we can take out the export. from Revit. So as Samira was telling, yes, we have partnered with Granlund Manager. So Granlund Manager is a cloud-based computerized maintenance management as well as energy management software. Yeah, it's a SaaS-based model, and we do not require any specialized hardware or software requirements for its working. Our colleague Irki will be explaining more on that. And once these BIM models are ready, we export the BIM models into IFC file formats. So these IFC file formats are brought to Granlund Manager. And also, as I told, like once we update the BIM model with all the Cobie parameters, we take the Cobie Excel out of it, and then we feed it to Granlund Designer. So Granlund Designer will be working on backend, and we'll be linking all the assets with equipment approval data or technical data with that, and then it will be brought to Granlund Manager. And also, like if you have any of your dynamic data sources such as your IoT systems or your BMS systems, so we can also integrate those systems to our assets as well as your spaces. So here we can see the example of BIM for facility management. Here, if you click on any of the data, we can get to know all the technical data or the maintenance task history associated with that particular equipment. Also, here we have a digital twin. So if you click on any of these spaces, we will be getting to know what is the temperature condition, or it might be your CO2 levels or your RH levels. So it will be also we can see like what are the service requests which are raised in particular spaces, and we can analyze the data here. So this is a short video on how the Cobie data is brought into Granlund Manager. So here we can see the example of BIM model. On the left side, you can see the Cobie attributes. So once we have required Cobie parameters, we can export the Cobie file. Even in the exported Cobie file, we can add, modify the information for required facility management. Then the file is imported to Granlund Designer with all the required information. So we can share, approve, or update the data accordingly. Once it is updated, it is brought into Granlund Manager tool. So here you can see the approval or the data updation process. Yeah. Once it is brought into Granlund Manager, here we can import the levels which are in the BIM model. Yeah. And also when I go for any of the technical assets, so here I can see all the information which we have fed in the BIM model. Yeah, here we have integrated our BIM model for the facility management activities. So if I click on the equipment here, I have technical data and also like maintenance task history associated with that particular equipment. Also, I can see the equipment maintenance histories as well. And this is a digital twin example. Here, if I click on that particular space, I'll be getting to know the temperature conditions or various other conditions with that particular space. So Granlund Manager is a comprehensive facility management tool. So information management is all the static information we receive from the BIM models and Cobie files. And this is the basis and upon which the other functionalities are built. So the first one is like operative maintenance, so which includes maintenance management activities as well as resourcing. Then we have long-term planning. In long-term planning, we have planning, budgeting, and cost of estimation activities. And then in operability and conditions, so this is related to our BMS and IoT data. So here we can monitor dynamic data sources from our BMS and IoT integrated data and monitor the asset performance as well. Then we have energy and environment. In energy and environment, actually, we can monitor the consumption data from various consumption meters and proceed with for optimization. Then we have quality management and audit. So in quality management and audit, actually, we can generate various quality audits, and we can carry out the audit process. So it can be done through mobile application as well, and we can generate the reports, we can add the photographs, we can add the notes also, and also like we have reports for all these activities, and also like we have Power BI through which a customer specific reports can be generated, and it will be very useful for presentation activities as well. So further about the Granlund Manager, Irki will be taking up. Thank you. Over to you, Irki.
Thank you, and good afternoon. Wait a minute, I'll share my screen. Hope you can see my presentation now. So my name is Jyrki Pikkarainen, and I'm responsible our Middle East and East Europe operations. And this is my role. And today's topic is how to digitalize your maintenance processes and how we can save more energy and make better energy efficiency. So our CAFM or CMMS tool is called the Ground Manager. And then first I'm going to explain about our Ground Group. It is founded in 1960, headquartered here in Finland, Helsinki. We have 1,200 employees on board, and last year our revenue was 103 million. We hit this first 100 million euros revenue. Then we have actually three main categories what we provide. We starting our business in 1960, providing different kind of MEP designing services, and then after that we add on different kind of consulting services. And today we have also this our Ground Manager software, and the first version was published in 1990, so already more than 30 years old software. So it is, we have in the market a very long time already. And actually also this software part we offering internationally, and then we can also give some kind of consulting services as well, but mainly designing happening here in Finland and Northern Europe at the moment. And what we do using our Ground Manager software, we trying to make property maintenance smart and simple. Our Ground Manager is a cloud-based solution, so in this way everybody can access the tool and all the information what is available in the software. And then how we digitalizing these maintenance processes. And this first thing is, of course, there is this kind of Ground Manager software. It is one single platform where you can access everywhere if you're using your mobile. We have mobile app also in Android and iOS solutions as well. So all the data is available every day. And then we can, or you can plan and assign and monitor all the maintenance tasks. You can see kind of KPIs, how many number of service requests you have open, in progress and complete. And then you can open your maintenance calendar and look your preventive maintenance schedule, and when you exactly need to do kind of preventive maintenance in your properties. And all these features are available our mobile apps. And then we have also energy module, and then you can reduce your energy cost, and then also carbon footprints. And then we have different kind of reporting options. So we have a normal process reports, and then we have this kind of intelligence BI reporting tool embedded to our Ground Manager software. This BI reporting tool is based on Microsoft Power BI, and using this tool we can create kind of customer-specific reports to each customer and create different kind of dashboards. And first I starting to open up a little bit this our maintenance module, and this means that you standardize your maintenance processes. If you can forget your pens and papers and spreadsheets and Excel using this tool. Basically, if you have a kind of standard solution available and using this Excel, then we can copy all of this information to this platform, and then we can also, because we have a library-based maintenance library, and then we have also these asset libraries, etc. So we can link our maintenance tasks to each building, floor, space, or each asset itself. So then it is very easy to follow up and then allocate the different maintenance tasks to different maintenance teams. And using that tool, management level can also follow up we can give also access to third-party service providers as well. So service providers can use this tool, and then you exactly know that are these service providers doing their job on time. And then we have this service request reactive maintenance tool. Well, let's start that one, and then we can give also end user access to this tool. We have 2 separate or 3 separate options, so we can print out QR codes to the building. So every end user and tenants, they can scan the QR code in the building or space or asset, and then they can erase the ticket. If something is not working over there, they can easily scan the QR code and send the service request, and then there will be operator from the building maintenance department who will allocate the maintenance service requests to right maintenance team and right maintenance personnel. Then this tool can be also integrated to the intranet of different organization and using that portal, and then we can create also a service request kind of user rights that the user can open the solution and then send the service request directly from the dashboard. And then there is also kind of in the tool, you can see different kind of portlets, and service request portlet is this way that you can see KPIs every day when you log in the system. You can see how many new service requests, how many in progress, and how many completed tasks. And there is direct link to from the software and from the dashboard when you're clicking it, either this graphics or directly here, you can see more detailed information about the service request. And then there is different color codes, what helps also you to understand what is the overall situation. And then we have internal SLA calculation available. So whenever end user or tenant send a service request, this calculates starting to calculate that what is the reaction time, what is the total completion time, and then after this, sometimes you can report how properly and how fast different maintenance teams and service providers react their maintenance tasks. And this is one example how we're utilizing this our QR code solution. You can easily print out and use our standard templates, or then you can create your own template and stick this sticker or any other platform where to read this QR code, and then it will opening automatically, and this is automatically allocated even in the asset or building or space, and then you just using your mobile camera and write what is the issue over there, and then this will be going automatically to right place and make maintenance much more easier. And then preventive maintenance, we have yearly calendar and standardized maintenance packages and maintenance libraries, what you can use, and you can create your own maintenance library, what you can use all of your building portfolios. And then we set different targets and plan each preventive maintenance and maintenance tasks. And then you can see monthly, yearly calendar, different color codes and dates. So this means that blue means that this is coming maintenance task. Red means that there is maintenance tasks what is overdue, that this is not complete and maintain properly. And green means that this is already done and acknowledged in time. And yellow means that this is ongoing work. And then there can be also different kind of reporting option. This is kind of compilation task status report. So you can report and see overall situation of your maintenance tasks, and you can see the same status categorized based on third-party service providers or your in-house maintenance teams. you can see that what is the maintenance situation and where you are today. Then above that one, we have this kind of a quality auditing tool. We have standard templates what you can use, but you can create your own template and you can start auditing your maintenance services or any other services. What do you have in your properties? So this will be helping you a lot make better quality of services, and this is fully mobile. So this means that you can use our mobile app and do this quality audit in your property, and end of the day you can go back to office and everything is already downloaded to the desktop version, and then you can just print out auditing report and then share all the parties what is needed to share this information. And then if you standardize this process, you can do this one on a monthly basis, and then you can start to compare different auditing reports and make much better services to the end client and other parties as well. Then we're going to energy part and energy module. There we have a fully compatible energy module where you can use, you can put meter readings manually using our mobile app or our desktop versions. You can then we can integrate this our energy module to different energy metering system or VMS system or automation system and get all the meter readings automatically. So then you can use our hourly based energy monitoring reports. So this is one example, one building there is one weekly or daily based report. You can see this example looks like this kind of office building. So during the weekend there is less energy consumption than during the normal work days. And then you can separate day and night consumption. And then we have, if we have this kind of automatic reading, you can see this kind of hourly based data during one day. So this will helping you also understand that how much energy you're consuming, and if there is any deviations available, you can react much more faster. And then we have this kind of overall energy portlet where you can compare different energy utility meters or sources that where you are comparing last year. For example, here you can see that you're consuming 43% energy more than last year, and then you can start to investigate why this situation is like that, and then water you consuming less. So this is helping you to understand where you are and make a more efficient building in the future. Then we have, if you have a building portfolio, so we have this kind of BI reporting tool, what is embedded in this solution. So you can start to benchmark also your total portfolio and find out the more energy consumption, which buildings are consuming more energy. So this way you can start to look only and concentrate these kind of buildings which are not working very efficiently and increase in that building efficiency in the near future. So this way you can help to save cost and energy at the same time. Then we have a kind of building analytics tool which working parallel with this energy module. So this building analytics module will be integrating with the BMS system fully, so we can gather different kind of data from the BMS systems itself, and then we can say that we visualizing this BMS data to easy understandable building performance scores and graphics. So this automatically calculates building performance score, and this gathering data from 3 different categories from the system energy performance, then indoor air quality or indoor conditions, and then operability. So when we gathering big amount of data, our tool calculating automatically and calculate and giving you always 5 first measurements in each categories and total summary. And this will helping you to concentrate a right place in the building and maintaining and keeping all the building systems properly working, and then you can extend your asset life cycle, maintaining this properly, and at the same time it will increasing your energy efficiency as well. Then this is one example from here in Helsinki. We have here this kind of Helsinki concern call, and this is one example how we can utilize this building analytics tool. We gathering this calculates technical operability and energy performance, and both scores are less than 100. 100 is the maximum, and then there is something is wrong over there because score is only 68. This operability and then also system energy performance have been 72. So after that, when we see this kind of overall summary, we're going to check what is energy consumption over there, and we can easily see that there is increase 20% increase per month for somehow this energy consumption. And then we checking this air handling unit, and then you can see here this green line is time scale, and then suddenly something has been happening that this air handling unit starting to work 24/7. So this means right away that this machine consuming more energy, and then there might be any other problems as well. And then we looking this operability, and then we can right away see that this operability is not that good level, and our target level is here. And now we can see that there is a lot of different kind of problems, and in this way this property maintenance team find out all the problems right away, and they're reacting fast, and then after that they're starting to maintain this building and fix the problems, and they starting to operate at normal level. The same logic working also this indoor air quality. We can put minimum maximum target levels. It can be according to outside temperature or this kind of fixed levels. But when we getting this indoor temperatures, we can see this is one example that this temperature is always above your maximum high level target. And then another example that there is temperature that one space or room there is too cold or too hot. So after that you can start to look at your BMS system or automation system or any other mechanical system, what might be the problem over there, why this room is too cold. Sometimes there is nothing to do if this is related to somehow a construction or some other things that this doesn't matter what you're doing in your BMS system or changing set points for design or whatever. But typically most of these cases are kind of wrong set points, or there is some other problems in the system what you can use and what you can fix when you monitoring all the systems properly. So in this way you can react and fix all these kind of problems. And then finally I'm going to explain this total integrated solution, how this works. So you have left side, you can see multiple, you have only one building or multiple properties here, and then we have kind of one data storage. So then we gather data to one data storage, and then this can be centralized BMS solution. This can be some cloud service somehow where you storage your data. This can be our common server, etc. But the idea is that we gathering different kind of property data to one place and one platform. Then we have standard APIs and getting data, even this is energy information or maintenance information or asset information. Asset information, we typically, when we talk about new building, where is BIM model, we can import all the asset data using this Cobie Excel or this IFC data, and then all the asset information and graphical information coming in automatically. And then when we have a different kind of data, we have PMS data, we have energy data, we can utilize this BIM model to visualize all this kind of information in one BIM model using this asset. You can see asset data, you can see sensor data, you can allocate service requests. There can be costs or space management, etc. So you can utilize, and we can utilize this BIM models many different ways, which helping you to understand better what is happening in your building and building portfolios. Then we have this, as I explained already, we have this kind of big data analysis using this our BI reporting tool. We have standard process reports. And then we have also APIs to integrate and share this information to third-party solutions like ERP solutions, SAP, Oracle, Microsoft Dynamics, etc. Or we can share information either some different maintenance solutions as well. And then whenever there is a proper solution and proper tools used, the same idea, and this will improve in your and create also standardized data flow. And at the same time, this means that you have proper maintenance process in place. So everything can be standardized, and it will helping you to improve your maintenance and energy management processes. Whenever there is kind of, you find some energy related increase your consumption, there is deviation, and then you need to ask maintenance personnel to check out what is the reason. And then it is, you have proper tool, you can allocate, you can raise a ticket, you can send information to a different maintenance organization, and whenever they're using our mobile app, they can receive notification automatically whenever there is different actions needed in the building. So this means that we have total integrated solution, what we can utilize different kind of building data to one platform. That's all today. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you so much, Mr. Vishwanath and Mr. Irki. Now we will have question and answer session. If anybody have questions, can drop their questions in chat box.
All right, I can see one question. I think this is to me. So yes, I can say that we can get the existing data integrated to our system. And when we talking about the BMS system, we integrating different BMS systems using different protocols, but BACnet is not the protocol what we use at the moment. There can be integrated, depends on, of course, which system we talking about. It can be using OpEx protocols, it can be using MQTT, it can be using Excel transfer or TXT file transfer, or we can make a SQL database request directly from the BMS server. And then finally, if there is any cloud services available, then we can make integrate them in the cloud level to get this information using REST APIs. So basically, these are the main protocols and ways how we can get the data from existing BMS system. But mainly, and today almost all the different BMS manufacturers supporting this our use of the protocols what we use.
Yes, there is one question. Do you also help in developing as-built drawing if we need? Yes, surely. So we use laser scanning technology, and we take up laser scanning technology, and then we develop the BIM models. Also, we give as-built drawings as well. Also, like your 3D models also will be provided. Like your MEP layouts will be separately provided, as well as SLDs.
I think we don't have any more questions. Thank you so much, Mr. T and Mr. Vishwanath, for sharing very informative and valuable session. And I would like to thank each one of you for joining us. We will connect again soon and bring more and more interesting topic in our industry. So stay tuned with Desapex at LinkedIn and at all other social platforms. So thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.